Who is this cheeky guy sat on a horse? You're a bit old school, aren't you, little fella? You probably knew that I'd say this, but yeah, I much prefer this uber-vicious Sontaran design to the modern stuff. No shade on Strax, I love that guy, and I bet his breast milk is the bomb. When you really watch it back, old school and new school Sontarans talk and act pretty much the same way in classic Doctor Who as they do in New Who. It's really difference in designs that we're talking about here. I do like what this one's about, gotta tell you. In an attempt to make this video evergreen, I'll give a shout out to all you people who have watched Flux, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I may or may not have done. There's no further intel at this time, because this particular narrative is set in October 2021 and all of that is still to come. Sontarans, a fearsome bunch. I thought I'd go back to where it all began in 1974, where the Sontaran made his debut appearance in Doctor Who, the Time Warrior. Castles, scientists, archery, Noel Edmonds. This one's definitely worth a deep dive because it is in many ways still one of the best Sontaran stories going in my opinion, with all respect to stratagem and the likes. I'm a big fan of the whole history merging with the present thing, as I stated previously in my video about The Awakening. The Time Warrior was the first serial in Jon Pertwee's final season, and he is fully levelled up in his arc as the Third Doctor. He's got his most rockingest hair and outfit. That thing that the Time Lords did when they stranded him on Earth is long over and done with, and he's reeling from saying goodbye to his best mate Jo Grant, which always bulks up a Doctor's personality, letting go of a treasured companion and all of that. This last series of the Third Doctor also had a new title sequence, shades of which were recycled for Tom Baker's first few seasons. This is actually one of my favourite title sequences of all time. I love the darkness, the colour coding, the blends of effects, the full body long shot of the Doctor whizzing through time and space like a mysterious dandy action man, and there's also that weird black cloud at the bottom left of the screen, but it's all good. Cue the mysterious comet crashing to Earth in medieval times. These Wessex-based Game of Thrones pillocks are spoiling for a fight. And let me reiterate that these are medieval people, which means anything alien is naturally mistaken for the devil. And look, Doctor Who's first ever Sontaran, Jingo Lynx. Right here and now he forms an allegiance with Irongron, a bloodthirsty tyrant in his own right. He's at war with a neighbouring kingdom, but now he has the upper hand because his large-headed starman is giving him weapons. Lynx is also kidnapping scientists and bringing them to the past to help him construct his escape. And guess who isn't taking that lying down? After a number of scientists mysteriously vanish, good old Lethbridge Stewart puts the remaining inhabitants of this laboratory under lockdown, builds these remarkably sturdy looking cubicles, and puts his most treasured cantankerous scientific advisor on the case. Look at him writing on the TARDIS. Flippin' bad wolf wannabe. I'm sorry to tell all my long-term followers that UNIT's involvement in this serial is minimal at best, and unfortunately does not justify a UNIT doing stuff segment. But in other news, do you know what, let's do it anyway. The Chosen Chimp is proud to introduce another edition of UNIT doing stuff. Today, shooting what may or may not be a ghost. Okay guys, let the Doctor do the science stuff. He's just going to shine this device over here, and ooh look, no, don't just shoot. You wouldn't have hit him even if he was there. You just shot the wall next to it. No, he's gone now. Just don't bother. The Doctor whizzes the TARDIS off in pursuit of that mysterious apparition, and look who's done the stowaway thing. It's a feisty new journalist going by the name of Sarah Jane Smith. Damsel in distress, she is not. She puts up with a ruck of crap in this, her debut adventure. Hypnosis, cosplay's gone too far, humiliating hard labour, and the Doctor making all kinds of jokes about her making coffee and all that. Jeez, man, come on Doc. It is, however, the start of a beautiful friendship, and one that is built to last. And then some. Anyway, Irongron is proving extremely troublesome. He even refers to the Doctor as a long-shank rascal with a mighty nose. As a token of mutual alliance, lip-licking Lynx builds him a remote-control robot, which is a very exciting prospect on paper, and I for one couldn't wait to see this robot, and yeah. I mean, I really do respect Sontarans, honest, but this robot, it's a big pile of crap, like a really, really big pile of terrible crap. Irongron tries to use him to execute this blonde Robin Hood man, and the whole demonstration backfires. It's like Elon Musk when he broke his car windows with that sledgehammer. It's just embarrassing. The less said about it, the better. But those seeking blood-curdling violence do indeed get their fill, because don't forget everyone, this is a Jon Pertwee adventure. After getting quizzed by Lynx, who refuses to acknowledge the idea that abducting scientists from the future can compromise the time stream of humanity, after all humans are daft and they will have destroyed themselves by the 20th century if this carries on, the Doctor makes his escape. Let the combat commence. Once the Doctor hooks up with Sarah and this noble archer, Team Sir Edward is in full swing. These guys are a lot more pleasant, and they are about to face a skirmish from Iron Gron's men. The Doctor takes the opportunity to get up to all kinds of mischief. Magic some might call it, but it's not magic. It's utilising the skills of serving wenches to create fake heads while the Doctor makes stink bombs. And it works. The Doctor makes the opposition dead smelly. Look at him getting blasted right on the back, flipping heck. These chicken-hearted knaves, Iron Gron's words not mine, and their inability to seize a castle guarded by scarecrows causes a rift in the friendship of Lynx and Iron Gron. Team Sir Edward are having dinner and throwing food about the place. The Doctor and Sarah are good chums at this point, and it's nice to see, especially here when they're disguised as these monks. Guards doff batteth not one eyelid when the Doc and Sarah re-infiltrate Wessex Castle and commence Operation Save the Scientists, including Rubish, this TARDIS graffitiing William Hartnell knockoff. Yeah, don't bother trying to negotiate with him, Doc, I think we're past that point. It all kicks off in the final act, loads of action. Disguises, more disguises, sword fights whilst in disguise. This encounter goes okay until Iron Gron orders a crossbow to be shot in his gizzard. Then they do a kind of Goodfellas style shooty thing for the Doctor, which goes on for ages, the poor guy. Sarah Jane tries to spark a revolution among these female cooks, but it's wasted on them, so she takes matters into her own hands, probably best. And now we're swinging on chandeliers and get ready for some more bloodthirsty combat. A quick drink and we're back on it. Lynx intends to launch his ship, thus blowing up the castle, which is fine except there's innocent people inside. So we're back in Wessex Castle again. This time with a metal fan thing. Oh, your days are numbered now. Score, more combat. Iron Gron ain't so lucky. He was a really good villain actually, and he gets a gold star from the Chosen Chimp. Good for you, Iron Gron. For the first time ever, we get to see Sontaran weakness exploited to its fullest. Take that, Lynx, right in the valve. Exploding castle, and we're all good here. Phew, what a madcap ride that was. Next time we see these disagreeable warrior brutes is in the Sontaran experiment. Sarah Jane clocks this new Sontaran instantly, and even mistakes him for Lynx despite the fact that they look well and truly nothing at all like each other. This is another really cool story, a mountain-based survival story that acted as a nice little filler before the epic pay-per-view event that was Genesis of the Daleks. Got some enjoyable grit in this one, with Steyr the Sontaran picking off these beardy dudes to test the durability of human beings. Plus, if you always wanted to see a deflating Sontaran, then this is the serial for you. In the following two Sontaran adventures, Invasion of Time and The Two Doctors, the format changes a little because the Sontarans rock up in groups or pairs. I guess that was inevitable, but as with many Doctor Who monsters, there's something decidedly more effective about seeing one by itself causing mischief. To this day, I consider The Time Warrior one of the best Sontaran adventures. I love it. It's a real caper, lots of fun, Doctor Who at its most exciting and just crazy and silly, but brilliant. What other Doctor Who stuff would you like me to talk about? Sound off in the comments and don't forget to hit subscribe. Have a good one.